Hey everyone, I am back with the third video in this series on why you're not getting a call back when you're applying to jobs, and it's not often about your qualifications. So in the last two videos, and these aren't sequential, so you can watch them in any order, we talk about the fact that you might be applying to jobs that get a ton of resumes, so your resume isn't even getting looked at, and what you can do about that. And then also the fact that you might be applying to companies that have processes that tend to eliminate people who have gaps in their resume due to visa or parent issues, and how to deal with that situation as well. So check out those other two videos. This is the third and the final video in the series. And at risk of sounding like a broken record, what I really want to get across is this is a discouraging process. Often it's isolating. So you feel like you're experiencing this rejection, you feel like you're alone in this, but everybody who goes through this feels like that. Job hunting sucks, and often you're trying to do it when you feel the worst. So the idea here is to approach it like the fact that you're gonna have to get a lot of no's, you're gonna not get callbacks, and that doesn't mean anything. If you know that, I think that in itself is going to help you so much to know how many successful people had to apply and apply. And in the last video, I talk about a friend of mine who was super successful and couldn't even get back into the company he'd previously been working for because his resume wasn't getting seen. So it is truly proof that it happens to just about everyone. So keep your head up. That's really the goal of all this, is to remember that it is tough. And I've been through it myself so many times, so I can tell you it has always been tough for me as well. And that's one of the reasons I'm so passionate about helping people with this process. In fact, I have been blogging about a lot of these topics, and you guys can check that out by following me on LinkedIn, or you can find me on my website at lynnjuve.com. That's Juve. But I know I really wanted to make a video about this because I wanted to give you something a little bit more personal, to kind of do my best to look you in the eye and say, it sucks. It's not just you. And hopefully help you realize that, just keep going no matter what. Just keep going. I'm hoping that these tips give you some ideas on how to keep going, but also that by giving you this in video form, give you the motivation to keep going. So the topic for today is your online presence. I would think that this is something I don't need to make a video about, but I can't believe how many people call me up for the discovery call and their LinkedIn is there. Don't do this. So first things first, you have to have a picture on your LinkedIn. It needs to be clear. You need to be smiling. You don't need to be like super smiling. I know that's a danger to say smile more, but same advice goes for men, women, all genders, is make it look like you're not going to kill someone. Make it look like you're not miserable. And, it doesn't really have to be anything crazy. You notice as I'm restarting my new channel, my video quality is a lot lower. I'm just sitting here in my living room, but I put on a nice shirt for you guys. I made sure to do my hair for you guys. I could take a quick snapshot right now and this would be LinkedIn ready. Do that. Just get your, whoever you live with, friend to take a picture of you, and just make sure your hair is combed and that it's not blurry and that you're smiling, right? Basics. Okay, and you need a picture on there. It's gonna be really hard for recruiters to find you if you don't have a picture. So the next thing, in your tagline, and this is something I didn't talk about in my blog, in your main tagline and your main summary, do not put that you're looking for new opportunities. I had a couple recruiters just talk about how this is one of their biggest pet peeves. Keep in mind that when you do this, that is essentially a billboard advertisement of you sounding desperate. So I know this seems a little counterintuitive, but don't put in your headline that you're seeking new opportunities. This is where this deviates. It's not like your resume, and that's what people used to do in the summary of their resume. I'm looking for this type of job. We don't really do that anymore. We don't say I'm looking for, because everyone knows you're looking for a job if you're turning in a resume, right? So your headline should be something that really summarizes your experience, is geared toward what you're looking to do, but don't say I'm looking for new opportunities. It really highlights the fact that you're kind of desperate. So be careful there. Now, one of the most important things is that you actually have to have bullets of what you have done on your LinkedIn. I have seen recently it's just a company description. That does not help a recruiter. Also, not having anything, just a position, does not help a recruiter. It looks like you took the most important job search tool and you didn't pay attention to it. There's a ton more articles out there about how to approach this, but the idea here is you need to do it. And I'm here to tell you that it's very, very important. Now, I would also encourage you to go and turn on the button that says looking for new opportunities. You can do this without paying for premium, and this is what makes you more searchable. So make sure that you do that. Keep in mind that when they're searching for you, they're also searching for you by what's on there. So if it's bare and you turn that on, not super helpful. Okay, I would also encourage everyone, if you're looking for a job, pay for premium. I think it's strange that people won't make the investment of $29.99 or whatever it is right now, and I get nothing from LinkedIn for saying this, but it's weird to me that you wouldn't make the $30 investment a month for a job that's going to pay you feasibly thousands of dollars a month, right? This is the number one tool we have out there. So pay for that premium or turn it on for a month. Turn on your I'm looking for new opportunities, get it all beefed up, see what happens. If nothing happens, pay for premium. And that way you have a test, sort of an A/B test to see if it makes a difference. It has made a difference for me in the past. And you also, your premium allows you to contact recruiters and that type of thing, but just make sure that you're out there and you're visible and you're doing a good job. That's your LinkedIn. Oh, the other thing I want to mention is your LinkedIn should be a really complete guide of who you are. You're going to make resumes that are tailored towards specific positions. You don't want your resume and your LinkedIn to contradict each other, but it should be clear that your LinkedIn is a little bit more robust, or at least includes everything if the resume doesn't, and they should align well. So it's obvious that it's the same person. It's kind of like if I see you on Monday and you're wearing a red shirt, and I see you on Tuesday and you're wearing a blue shirt, it's still, the basis is still you, right? I still recognize you. Now, don't forget to approach your other social media. Are you posting angry political views? Are you putting, this is what we used to worry about back in the day, drunken pictures of yourself on Facebook, whatever it is. Think about how that portrays you in the job search. So you can make yourself unsearchable on Facebook if that's something you want to do. You can make your Instagram private if you want to do that as well. This is something that I often forget about, but I'll tell you a story. So one of the hiring managers I worked with previously, one of the biggest preparations she did for an in-person interview was seeing if she could find every single thing on that person. So what you can do, go to Google, open up a Cognito window. You want to try to do it, or often you use a different browser than you used in the past. Basically, your browser remembers you. So try to do it from someone else's computer where it's not normally you, and then type in your name, Google search yourself, see what comes up. See which of your pictures on Facebook are actually public. A lot of people don't realize some of their pictures or posts snuck through as public. So this is really important. Make sure that you're not shooting yourself in the foot with having things on there that aren't professional. There are recruiters and hiring managers that take the time to do that. And the ones you want to work with are the ones that do more extensive research on your background. So really make sure that none of your online presence, all of it is showing who you are, what you can do, and making sure you don't look desperate, and also then not having anything that is going to shoot yourself in the foot and make you look unprofessional. So get that online presence together, you guys. That is kind of the foundation of all of this. It's the least sexy thing to talk about, but you gotta do it. If you don't do it, it's gonna be very, very difficult for you to get that call back. That concludes this series. I'm going to be coming out with new videos all the time, so if you guys subscribe, you'll be able to get the notifications on those. So make sure to subscribe and check out future videos. Thanks for joining me.